Say 9, 260.
Run out.
Would do us nicely in the fairway, 260. Do you want to go soft 3-wood or do you want to go 3-iron?
Well, if you're hitting 3-wood, we've got to be more towards the camera tower,
yeah,
right?
It's got to be fractionally left. Have a ball, please. Okay, Live Singapore, we're at Sentosa Island, great golf course, had many events here in the past. We are playing a practice round, Sam Horsfield and I. Sam's walloping driver off the 10th tee. I'm probably going to hit 3-wood short the trap. He can fly it. Okay, Clarky, soft 3-wood, yeah?
Please, give yourself the room, please. Swing. Much more betterer.
Much more betterer?
Yeah.
Is that 3-wood?
Yeah. 5-wood, you good, mate? Quite a technical golf course, this. There are numerous hazards around this golf course. Obviously Sentosa Island for a reason. We play a number of holes on the front 9 which kind of butt up against like the port side of Sentosa, so all water down the right hand side of 6 and 7, so really key tee shots. 2 really key tee shots there. We've got a massive elevation change on the 3rd hole. You've got to just hit a 3-wood in the fairway on 3 to have the right look at your 2nd shot. So I think this is a good technical tee shot golf course. You don't have to hit driver pretty much on most of those tricky tee shot holes, but it is, you know, it is really essential. The 3rd, the 6th, the 7th. The 12th is a really long par 4, which you really need to be coming from the fairway. So 12 and 13. 13 is a medium length par 4, water down the right, internal water down the right hand side. So again, positional play down the left half of the fairway probably leaves you a 7-iron in. You've then got hole 15 as well, which again runs all the way down the side of the water. So it's a tricky tee shot, it's quite tight, and it really gets your attention. So 6 really key tee shot holes. If you play those holes in level par for the week, the rest of the golf course opens up and gives you some plenty of opportunities. You'll have a number of holes where you're probably only going in with wedge 9-8 iron, so green light holes. The biggest essential this week is the old baby powder. Now that's not for my arse, it's for my hand. 37 chip wedge.
Yeah.
I feel a touch of help off the right.
I agree.
By the way, that's less rough than last year.
Well done.
Oh, yes, please.
What I say to that shot? I'll say that's a Wednesday shot, because you'll take that on Friday, Saturday and Sunday, so need to hit that on repeat. You can see it's actually, well, 309, 6 down.
303.
303, 3 up from the back, so 300 yards took out that trap. Samuel just walloped it 325. We take 3 on 10 all day long, all day, every day.
What?
Did you just say you'd love to see this firm and fast?
I would love to see this course firm and fast. The course itself, incredible.
On the equator? Is like literally.
I said I would love to see it.
Oh yeah.
Never going to happen.
Right.
And you know that bunker is absolutely fine.
Yeah, well, it's a wedge in the middle of the green.
Right,
Cheers.
little breeze off your left. You must give yourself room to swing the golf club.
Par 4, 11, 412 yards. Either keep it up the left half or wallop. We're going to try the wallop.
There you go. Well done.
Just crept in the right hand rough.
But it's far enough up.
It's far enough up to not be blocked out by that stupid tree. There's a tree on the right hand side on this hole, which I'll show you when you get up there. But if you don't quite hit it far enough off the tee, the umbrella canopy at the top blocks you out. I could wring this out. I've still got a little bit of dryness, but I notoriously sweat a lot in this weather. So that's why the wristbands are on. That's why I use talcum powder inside the glove and on my left hand to try and keep it from sweating.
Would you rotate your gloves?
Yeah, I will have probably 3 gloves on the bag during the round of golf and switch them out according to how wet they're going to get during the round of golf. Most people are the same in this heat. The gloves, you can't have a soggy wet glove. It's no good. This is what I was talking about. You might want to get a close up from here, looking from ball angle up there. You've got the top of the palm is quite a big size, and it's actually quite a tall palm tree as well. And we're close there, aren't we?
Yeah, that's why you got to be in that bunker.
Yeah.
Front left fin would be a bit of an issue for me, wouldn't it?
Do you know what, mate? Do you know what was the other thing? The only other thing, well, yeah, we're fucking blocked out here.
Well, you're just obviously splitting the thin ones today.
128 hole.
110 online, 110, 128. Breeze left to right.
Right, we're gonna have to go through the gap with a bit of
Lemonade.
with a strong lemonade.
Very nice.
If it's 274 3 up, 277 to the trap,
Yeah.
you know,
If you're disciplined enough to hit it that 3-wood up that left side,
yeah,
and you've got to be disciplined if you're hitting 3-wood, then that's absolutely fine. My only thought with driver, like we talked about last year, is if you're down here, you've got less.
well, we're not,
But
I know
if-
that, we can't get that, we can't actually get it this far up,
Right,
right, because actually it's 320 yards to get to this tree. So you're actually only getting it to 300 yards, which is still 3/4 of the way up that track.
Years ago,
3-wood.
well, just
Yeah, I think it's probably actually, but just
left.
know it's up.
Yeah.
By the way, that
And
left
even if
right, there's no rough up there.
Exactly, even if you do hit it in the rough,
You're only flicking wedge on anyway.
straight up the.
you said you'd rather be in the left rough than in the fairway where we are.
All day long.
Yep.
We made a Barney rubble up here last year.
Didn't we?
No, oh my God, not happy. Greens this year are like billiard tables. Last year they were okay, but I don't know what they've done from last year to this year. But we've got a nice, we've got quite a nice firm texture. But look, I mean, if you just look at the general greens, they are absolutely perfect. Angus for birdie.
Leaving George Blazer, nice lag.
Clarky, I left that hood. I left that hood, didn't I?
In the locker.
It was in the rocker.
What? Oh no. No one thing.
So this is where I'm a muppet, because
What's it say over there?
it says please be aware that there is potential for severe weather in the area, and the weather forecast, it looked actually pretty good, but when you're sitting on the equator, and I think you're about 10 miles from the equator, you should always know that when you're on an island, anything could happen, which means you could get wet at any given second. And
Coming down now.
getting wet,
You alright?
You're going to get
Can
a
be.
blue van on the black one.
key tee shot on the golf course, 12th, long par 4, 493 yards. You got a bunker on the right hand side, which is a carry of how far?
295.
295 to carry the bunker on the right, so that's borderline for us. There is a bunker on the left, which the run out is.
It's 290, and then it's
You run out at the first start of the bunker, 300.
Okay, so we shouldn't be able to reach that, I don't think. So for us, the line is just left of the right hand of the right hand bunker. Really want to put it in this fairway. It's a long par 4.
Shut.
That is in the mayor's office. Okay, 205 pin. So as I said, you get a nice tee shot. It's leaving us 205, one downhill 204. 12th hole, the pin's on 24. So that's actually a 180 front. Pin's on 24, roughly there.
Swing, mate.
Hole, driver 5 iron, 20 feet. No, in fact, probably not quite 20 feet actually. Maybe just under. Tiny bit right to left, I think. Right to left, we were right. I thought that was going to hold its line. It just tailed off at the end. Ah, shame. So at Sentosa, this is a prime example of trying to put some knowledge in the books. You know, you got a green this 41 paces deep, which is relatively a large green. Numerous different pin locations. Obviously there's a bowl at the front, we've had pins there, we've had pins at the back, and obviously back right. So, you know, you can't predict where you're going to hit it, but you're just giving yourself an opportunity to write a couple of notes in the book. And when I hit a few putts, obviously I'm scoping where, and I'm drawing in the book roughly the position of where I am, and then where the actual putt's moving. So that putt moved a little bit left to right. So if I want to reference something in my book during the week, if I'm not sure, this gives me kind of a little bit of an indication. Okay, 13th hole, par 4. Another one of those key tee shots on this golf course. It's only 450 yards only, and you can't really hit driver off the tee. So as you can see down the right hand side, hazard. Fairway bulges out slightly to the right at a certain distance, so a lot of players will choose 5-wood or 3 iron just to kind of make sure they put it in play. We're choosing the 3 iron, and the sun's just come out, which means it's going to get rather toasty in a minute. We would take 3 of those this week. Okay. Left a little bit longer in, didn't quite catch all that 3 iron. We got 221 to the pin. 221. So, I'm thinking 4 iron, Clarky.
Yeah.
You okay with that?
Yes, sir.
221. If there's any puff, where is it?
Well, it's off your left, a chance of help, so this doesn't need to be coming in too flat.
Okay, so if that's 221, in fact, this could be 5 iron here because...
Well, 5 iron certainly gets you on 10 on the front.
So pins 13's 25. So 221 pins 20. Yeah, 25. So 196 front, 8 is the knuckle, 204. On that sort of right knuckle, just right of 13.
Okay.
What do you think?
For 5 iron certainly gets you 10 onto that front green.
I'll tell you what,
You got to open yourself up.
I've got mud on this ball, so I'm going to try and hit a cut. Okay, it's absolutely amazing to that left pin that day. It's all right, it'll just be on the back left corner.
Yeah, I think it's
come out a bit low.
Pin highish.
4 iron from 221 yards left me about 40 feet uphill left to right. I wouldn't be too disappointed with with this during the tournament. Uphill, left to right. Okay, decent enough 2-putt. You'd probably take 4 and run on this hole. 3 4s wouldn't do you too much harm. Yes. 205 pin, sir.
It'll be a 5-iron, sir.
205, sir. 14th hole par 3, decent length par 3 this one. Sam's probably going to go with a 6-iron. We have got 205 yards to the pin, into a tiny breeze out the right hand side, which slots right into my 5-iron gap. So it's not the biggest of 5-irons, but it is a 5-iron.
Well, you are into the breeze from the right, so.
It's a 5-iron.
Swing, mate.
That was a fraction big ball though.
Was it big ball?
Yeah, hair big ball.
Won't go very far.
Although you take it. We have hit 5-iron, soft 5-iron onto 20 feet. This putt's going to move right to left.
We take plenty of those.
We take loads of those. 15th hole, Sentosa. Key hole, it's only 428 yards. But if you turn around Angus Gill and have a little look at the hole, you have some moisture down the left-hand side, which you don't want to be anywhere near. You have some bunkers up the right-hand side, which are also not too clever. So you have a tiny strip of cut grass
Landing strip.
right down the middle. Use all of it, whatever side you like. Right side, left side, middle bit. But just hit, I can hit 3-wood. Should get past this first right-hand bunker and short of the second bunker. Does my caddy agree?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay. It's 274 yards to get into that right-hand bunker.
The caddy. That's all I'm saying to you this week. I don't want to hear another word. I'm just going to say to you, give
What?
yourself room. Son.
That's on the safer side of the fairway, right half. I would take either. It's left us 187, three uphill, in fact 4 uphill. So it's left us 191. 15th hole, pins on 30. 30, so 161 is the front. Pin is right in the middle of the green, but 30 up. 191. In off the right, Clarky?
Yes, sir.
How does smooth 6 take you?
Yeah.
Or just 6?
It's a 6-iron.
Okay.
Nothing smooth about it.
Okay.
Off this upslope, you've got to give yourself plenty of left.
Okay. You're going to get bored saying that this week. Ball above feet, turned it over.
That's all.
In this heat so far, it's the first time we've worn the Castor in the heat. Super thin, which is nice. It feels great, even though, you know, I'm probably one of the sweatiest people on the planet. And yes, the shirt's wet, but it actually doesn't feel heavy at all. It's got, you know, enough stretch in it where I don't feel restricted in any way, shape or form. So playability, thumbs up. Third shot, pulled my second shot into the par 4 with 6-iron. Ball was a little bit above my feet. I've now probably given myself 40-45 feet into the grain, uphill to begin with. Second part of the putt is down left to right over the ridge. Probably aim this to begin with just left of Sam's ball, about 3 feet left of the hole. Roll out, roll out, roll out, roll out, roll out. Okay, it's stretched. I didn't quite hit all of that, but it's okay, mate. I'll use the belly button sweat on the t-shirt to clean up. This putt looks like it's going to pull a fraction to the left on the green, so it's probably quite a quick putt, just right of centre. We'll take that.
V tree in the middle of that bunker. Excellent, mate. Swing it.
.181.
181 off your left with a bit of help.
What do you reckon, 8 iron?
Yeah, I was going to say I'd like to see you hit it. See
Cool, that's got dark all of a sudden.
Temperatures love me now, but umbrella might be needed.
You still got to give yourself that room to get this number out. Any more?
Terrible second shot into 16, right hand trap, splashed it out to 4.5 feet, 5 feet. Saved. Saved the day. 17th hole, Sentosa. Par 3. Massive green.
192.
We have 192 yards on the laser. Double checking. 192.
Playing 2 bills into this breeze.
Playing 200 yards into the breeze. I'm going to be hitting 6 iron.
Swing, mate.
Nice 6 iron we've hit in here at 17 from 192 yards into the wind off the right, as the flag's telling us. This putt, you can see, is going to break a little bit right to left. Let's give this a little bit, a couple of cups to the right, maybe a cup and a half to the right, see if we can knock it in. Okay, didn't give enough break. It broke a little bit more than what it looked. I will note that in the book. A little bit left to right. 18th hole, par 5, Sentosa. And as you see, 563, reachable, I think, in this wind. Slight help from the left.
You see that grouping of trees there on the left edge of that furthest bunker?
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay, par 5, 18th hole. Flirted way too much to the water for my liking. But we've got 262.
262?
Yeah, on the laser.
Okay.
262 to the pin, and it's up 2. So 264.
Swing, mate. Beautiful swing.
Oh. Thanks for joining us on the back 9 at Sentosa. You know what to do, click like, subscribe, all that stuff below.